Hello and welcome to this little video right here. Today I'm representing you a Frost Shadow deck, aka Lost Souls. So I've jumped right into a game to show you some examples, how it works, how I play it. It's, I would say, a mid-tier to upper tier deck. It's pretty solid. You play basically Frost on Orb level 1 and Shadow on Orb level 2, and if you manage to get Orb level 3 you play Nature as well. So it's not Lost Soul in the traditional, but it's pretty heavy on the Lost Soul side. So right here we took the energy well right back there. It's an important thing in this map. Then we go for the middle, since he is not really pushing or anything, and it's quite good to be aggressive against nature, especially when they play these small creatures and you have frost, because your mage, your frost mage is especially very good against them. Yeah, so we have built our second power 12, and since he is already Orb level 2, I assumed that he tries to rush me with deep ones, which is a very common thing in nature, or at least was. So I built this light blade right here, because he is very powerful against deep ones. So I try to push him a little bit, try to kill his power well to get me a little bit in a better position, and it was quite good because he played a lot of small units which come to my favor, since my frost mages can deal with them very good. So the Boutwell almost is killed right here, and that's why you play Frost Monument. I normally play Home Soil for that, so if it gets a little sticky I have everything under control, so my creatures get more power. Put the second power here. And since we focus more on the deck, I don't explain too much why I'm doing special things and stuff, like pushing units back so they can heal up a little bit. I mean, they have bring me good value up there. So, but all in all, was a quite good push. So right here he's following me, stops it, go up again. But the important thing on this deck, it's very powerful at Orb level 1. But anyway, let's go a little bit more in detail over the deck. As you see, we have Frost Mages, as I mentioned, we have the Ice Guardian, we have the crossbows here, the Light Blade, Frostclave, then Ice Barrier and Home Soil. And with these cards you should be able to react to everything your enemy puts out. Like always, there are certain builds that works better against you, some builds are worse against you. To mention right here is that I got pretty lucky with my ice shield and stuff, and my first mages coming down. I played it really bad, honestly. I was too slow, I keep not really much attention at all. It was just not a good play from my side there, because I'm a bit tired, and since it's more focused on the deck, it's not too important if it's a pro game match or something. Also, I am definitely not a pro in this game. But anyway, let's go over the units we have on Orb level 2. That's Storm Singer, Phalanx, Nasty Surprise, Cold Snap, Aura of Corruption, Lost Shadow, Nightcrawler, Lost Reaver, Unholy Power, and Irish Knight. So again, there are some key units. Definitely to mention is Storm Singer is one of your most key units, because that's basically everything you can do against flyers, and Distance Flyer is seen a lot of play, especially in bandits or fire, mono fire, which is just pure cancer in the fire, honestly. But also, Nasty Surprise can do a lot of things in your deck, especially when you manage it to go on Orc level 3. Cold Snap, always good. You can slow enemies down, you can pull your units back. Aura of Corruption is a pretty underrated card, because you can use this card so good in so many situations. If your enemy has like high value cards, you can just kill them off pretty good with high monocost play. It especially works good in bandit decks, since you can use your damage spells to do even more damage together with the Aura of Corruption. Also, Nightcrawler, like you see here, is extremely good to push Monuments or Ancient Wells. More like, I would more go for the Ancient Wells, since it's easier to kill and always use this ability for that. You just want to keep the Ancient Well, honestly. This was a very bad play from him, because Tower had no chance to survive that. He never built towers or something in mid-fight. It's just bad most of the time. You can do it sometimes in many red, you can make that rush, the tower rush, but honestly most of the time it's just a bad idea to build buildings. If it's not a frost barrier, you should always build frost barriers. Yeah, but anyways, in this match you will not see a lot of important things, since it's basically won by me. I have a lot more power than he has, and I have all the good positionings. He basically is not really able to go on Orc level 3, and I have every battle power 12, so I'll just go on D3, finish him off. So I can show you a little bit of my D3 stuff, which is right here the Gregory and the Ash Pyromancer, which are the most reason why I play Lost Souls is, of course, the Gregory. The Lost Gregory is just makes so fun to play, especially with Nasty Surprise. But if you don't know this little trick, you'll see it's an awesome pick. Anyway, I will go over some tactics right now. First of all, one of the most annoying things if you go against nature, but also in a lot of other, like when you have to deal with the smashers and fire and but you know, things with the crappy things. you just play him, because he is very good. He also can manage to kill Orc level 2 creatures, like you see here. If I would not have activated the ability too late, he would won this war, which is pretty cool. But if your enemy has a solid army of deep ones, we have kind of special strategy right here. I will show it to you. With again a light blade and then of course Phalanx, because Phalanx is unbelievably strong against ally units. Honestly, against pretty much every unit that just walks through them, and that's where your light blade comes into play. Because this will go now a little bit too fast, because it's so good. But honestly, it works with almost everything. He tries to walk through, you make him aggressive, you can clean it up. Like, he will follow your light blade and walks just right through the phalanx. I will show you again. Like here, you can see I pulled the aggro and he will just walk now through them and dies. Which works with a lot of bigger creatures as well, but you have something to deal with bigger creatures in the deck. On the second hand, like if there is a harvester or something like that, for example, I take here the Grigory, and then you play with 4, 5 Flyer Knights and Frost Barrier and Home Soil, and they should be able to kill the Grigory without any problems. You see they're making just a hilarious amount of damage, and for the price you should be pretty fine. You're most likely to trade pretty good, and you should have 1 or 2 large knights surviving, so it gives you extra value because he will think twice now what he will play. Will he play another big unit? Will he come with the Harvester, or will he go on Orb 3? And then of course another thing is your Frost Mage, like you saw on the game I played. They can do a lot of damage to the small units, so I split it up here, 5 troops of them that you can see. If you split your Frost Mages a little bit and go from flanks and sides, they can put up pretty good value and manage to even keep up with 5 to 6, maybe 7 different units of your enemy, as long as they are small. Especially when these are close combat things, then it's even better for you. Next thing I'm gonna show you is how to best kill a dragon. For that you have your Storm Singer, and I would say you should probably build a phalanx or something, because again most of the dragons are L and they're solid L killers in the sea, just going straight down. And so you can manage most of your enemies' flyers pretty easily. So I would say last but not least I'll show you my favorite thing about this deck. It's sad that you can't build monuments and energy dwells in the training here, but this works just fine. So you play your Grigory and Nasty Surprise, boom. It almost kills everything. In PvP you should be able to at least kill a Power 12 or even a monument. If they are a little weak, you can almost kill an entire base with that. And he's not even on his final form, so you can upgrade to mine 1 more, and I think he gets 300 more HP, which is pretty huge for the Nasty Surprise. And I almost forgot one of my favorite units, the Lost Shadows, and they are really cool. Go for the blue ones, because they are capable to take more damage, and that's what you want. So Lost Shadows are cool when you have 3 of them. They are cost very much, so this is a very expensive thing, but if you can afford 3 to 4, they are extremely resilient. Oh my god. So you can see they are just blowing away every small unit and stuff. They are a little less effective against huge creatures, but very good to just attack base or something. And if you manage it to get on Orb level 3, like in my case, you build that healing stuff, so you can heal them up pretty good, and they will be something your enemy has to deal with, and it's most of the time it's pretty hard. Anyway, that was pretty much the entire deck. I hope you enjoyed it, and if I should make more videos like this or explain more stuff for beginners, please leave a comment, subscribe and like. So see you next time for another video of Battleforge or Skylord Reborn. Ciao!